want to say I need to issue a retraction because like I thought LeBron just had a whole bunch of just fanboys. Boy, did this man got haters.
Yeah.
God damn. I don't
That's why
know
he
if
said what
anybody
he
gets
said,
more. I
man.
don't know. I don't know if anybody gets more hate than LeBron James.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought I was looking at comments when the man got injured and they were losing and they between social this is on all front. You got social justice, you got people hating because he be winning. It's hate out there.
Man, somewhere out here in America, man, Donald Trump's like, Melania, come look at this clip. LeBron got hurt.
Yeah.
Melania.
I don't know why your version of Trump sound like the penguin, but yeah.
They look the same to me, bro.
Oh man.
Donald Cobblepot.
For real.
Alright guys, welcome everyone to another episode of the Warmup. Here is me, New York Chris Abaka. I'm here with the guys, Kev RL, Sliding, and Mr. Logic. Say what's up to the YouTube crowd, guys.
What's up?
What it do?
Cool. And if this is your first time rocking with us, this is a place where we talk about sports, current events, and everything else in between through the lens of black culture. And if you like what you see, please tell a friend and like and subscribe it, comment, all that stuff. Do everything, man, like it's your shop, like it's your mama's shop. You know what I'm saying? Just tell a friend to come through, man. Get some of these cupcakes. So, with that said, we go ahead and get started with the main topic, man. The hot topic, NBA. We sticking to it. It's almost at the end of the season. We got the New York Knicks. They climbing. They at number 4. No one saw this coming. Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox, Tom Thibodeau, Derrick Rose. They came back through. They put the thing together. Dolan finally stepped back and let the team rock. And now they're number 4. And everyone's talking about them. Everyone's excited. They're currently 37-29. And they're formidable, man. Julius Randle could be arguably an MVP candidate, with how well he's playing. So let me ask you this, guys, man. What do you guys think about the New York Knicks? Do you think this is a good look? This is good for the NBA whenever the Knicks are relevant, because they have been so irrelevant for so long. Is this a good thing to talk for the NBA? Kev, why are you shaking your head?
I mean, because you're right. It was like it's just been so long, man. Like honestly speaking, man, the last time I really watched the Knicks like that, I want to say Spreewell was on there, where I was really watching them. Yeah, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Before
maybe
Carmelo did.
a little bit. No, Carmelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit during Carmelo time, but even then it was like, I don't know. Carmelo was just putting on a show, but there wasn't no W's coming on the pitch, so it really didn't become that entertaining. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm happy to see it. I mean, these big market teams, I'm going to bring a lot of attention to the league. I think it's overall good for the sport. For me, it's just good to see competitiveness back in New York and just being on the scene, because it does cause a lot of attention. People want to beat New York, like that heat, that passion. I think they bring that to the mix, and I like that.
Cool, awesome. Sliding, what you got with us?
Man, I do want to push back. You said that nobody's seen it coming. I just have to say there have been some diehard Knicks fans. I know a lot of them went away, but there have been some diehard Knicks fans that is like, it's gonna be our season every season.
Optimism.
And the broken clock, is right twice a day. So they came through expecting the greatest. People like Spike. They got what they wished for, man. It's a successful season. I feel like we had this conversation. I was just saying, like, I felt like it was almost a skill. You would think over all these years, a major market like that, even by accident, they would just have, a situation that could work where they could go into the playoffs, not necessarily be a championship team, but, they're known for so much. So many people want to be in New York. Brooklyn's there now, so that kind of takes some of the shine. But a lot of people, you saw how lit up Zion was talking about the Garden. Like there's a lot of passion for New York. I was surprised it took this long for something like this to come through. So I think it's good for the NBA. You don't want to see a major market tanking and just doing the bare minimum. So you see how everything seems like parity, everything's clicking outside of the injuries happening across the league. I think it's great, man.
How much of a surprise it is, though, the fact
a
that
big surprise. We just
Randle.
like, to the rest of us that lived in reality, it was just like the Knicks saying, "That's out of here." Julius Randle, maybe they'll get somewhere in the 8th seed or something like that and bounced out. But to be 4th, right behind some big guys too, you have the Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets, like the 76ers, and then the Knicks. That's crazy.
That sounds weird.
And I'm just to say the Giants that they're with is not to diminish what they're doing, but just like they're among big names right now in the East. These are some really strong teams.
Yeah, they among a lot of the elites in the East. I mean, that's crazy considering like the Heat are not like all below them, the Celtics are below them, the freaking Toronto Raptors, like they're not even in the picture. So it's just interesting, like how this is folding, turning out or whatever. So, Mr. Logic, man, you got something, man? Don't embarrass us, please.
Right, I bring the facts. Why you gotta do the intro like that, man? Yeah, what kind of day you said it was for Chris, man?
We all on low energy chill.
Low energy chill. So just don't embarrass. That's all I said. Just don't. I didn't even say anything. Negative.
Mr. Logic, come through with the facts, man.
It's time out time, man. So I like what Sliden said, man. Outside of the 0.0000001% of people that like are diehard Knicks fans, the same cats that thought they were gonna get Zion and clear the ocean, get rid of Carmelo, get rid of anybody that can actually play basketball so we can get Zion, man.
The same ones that booed Porzingis getting drafted.
Yeah, get rid of that guy, man. He's too good. But it's a cool story, man, because you look at the roster, man, and they have a lot of people, a lot of players that had some difficult stints before, right? Julius Randle came with the Lakers, had a stint in New Orleans, man. It's like nobody wanted him. Like he was just a one type of player. Now this dude he might be first team all NBA, man. Right? Big things. New Orleans Newell started with the Sixers. Now he's there. He's doing a little something. Alfred Payton, I think he was down in Orlando for a bit. Yeah. He's balling. And then, I mean, come on. Everybody in the world knows D-Rose's story. Everybody. He's dropping buckets. And it's funny because New York season was going down the toilet. Then they made the trade for Rose. And they flipped the whole season around, man. That was a piece that we're missing. So I like what they're doing. Kind of like what Chris said, man. They're ahead of some more well-respected teams in the East, man. But that defense, I'm looking at it right now, they're 4th in the league as far as defensive rating, man. And come on, Tom Thibodeau, he's known for defense. He's known for defense. If nothing else, he's going to play you till you can't play no more. Yeah. Defense, man. So nobody saw this coming. This is a straight Cinderella story. I like what they're doing, man. I mean, New York makes anybody a star. They made Mark Sanchez a star in the NFL, man. So welcome back, New York.
Yeah, we forgot the sophomore now, but in the running for Rookie of the Year, RJ Barrett out there doing his thing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely found his kind of niche so far as like being a knockdown shooter from threes. He's been a big compliment to Julius Randle that's doing in the paint. So like they're effective 1-2 punch, and I kind of I may start watching some New York Knicks games, man. I may go ahead and get that on the waiting list so I can start wearing the New York jersey, bro. So y'all look out for that.
You got access to those jerseys.
Yeah. I ain't wearing the city one. I'm wearing the classics, but
okay.
So, but yeah, man, everything y'all said was right on point. The Knicks, man, like I would just remember last year just talking about Knicks fans or talking to Knicks fans, asking when they gonna just move on to the Nets, because like that seemed like that's where everyone was going. And it
was hanging their heads low.
Yeah, they be like, man, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Knicks, man. They done kicked out Spike. Like, it was all this stuff, man.
And Oakley.
Yeah,
Oakley.
They out here roughing up Oakley in the back room. Like, it was dark days for a New York Knicks fan. And
Even with the season they having now, even the only Knicks fan we know, he's like, I ain't really putting anything out there until I see. Like, they got that cautious optimism.
Smart. Smart.
They didn't want to jinx it, you know. If it is B, let it be.
Exactly. Like they know the bottom of the can. Like that despair is still with them. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's one James Dolan incident from just derailing.
He about to not let Julius Randle into the building.
Yeah. So, but like I said, like it was a great hire in Tom Thibodeau. I'm glad they got away from the antics and just got back to trying to build a good basketball team. We remember just last year they had like 8 forwards on the roster. Now they got, the requisite amount of forwards on the roster. They got a point guard. They have Julius Randle, who, I've seen him work on his game like after the Lakers stint. Because I mean, with the Lakers drafted him, he broke his hand. I don't know if y'all remember. He broke his hand his rookie season. I want to say like the preseason, like the third game in. He broke his hand. So like rookie season was a wash for him. But he was also playing with Kobe, so like that expectation was always there of being like the 4th round pick and being productive at the gate, and teaming up with Kobe and all that stuff. And then he got pushed to Pelicans. He had time to kind of like develop his game, and I saw his game developing. He was putting in work in the gym. So yeah, like now that he's in New York, man, it was a perfect fit for him. He has the time to shine. He's in a big market, media exposure, and again, just like you guys said, Zion is talking about potentially like, oh, I love to play here in the Knicks, and I'm sure he's not the only player murmuring those words like, hey, New York looking kind of nice right now. He lost some weight. You know what I'm saying?
So,
he slimmed up. Or he got,
Chris, are you giving credit to Kevin Durant because he said he ain't going to the Knicks because they ain't have the brand was dead?
Are we? Why would you bring up Kevin Durant when we're talking about the Knicks?
Yo, I got it.
That's when they got Julius Randle, right? They were going for KD or Kyrie. And
And KD said New York doesn't have a brand, man. And then Chris just said they got a brand now. They got players talking.
I'm not giving the credit to KD, but that's just blessing in disguise for the Knicks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For real.
Hey, man,
interesting point that you brought up, though. I got a question for you. Did the 4 forwards actually work out in their favor?
I mean, if you use it as a bargaining chip to get someone else, or if you say you want to lose games so you can get a good draft pick, I mean, I guess it would eventually.
That seemed their game plan, not the tanking part, but it seemed to have something to trade around the league. Mm-hmm. They was like, let's just load up on forwards, and lo and behold, they put something together.
If you take all the certain type of players and keep them and make a deficit in the league, then
monopoly of all the forwards.
They inflated the prices.
Hey, I do want to give a shout out to all the agents turned GMs, man, because when you think about it, Worldwide West was the agent. He's the GM of the Knicks, right? Bob Myers was the agent, right? You seen what Golden State did. And Rob Pelinka, man, there was a battle with him and Magic. And people thought LA lost. Magic made it seem like LA lost when he stepped out, but hey, Rob knew best, man. So shout out to all the agents switching over to the other side, man.
Yeah, although I do feel like Rob took a lot of Magic's ideas and then inherited them as his own. So.
We not firing Luke Walton. I want to fire Luke Walton.
Exactly. So I don't know, man. But let me ask y'all this, man. Y'all think Zion really gonna try to go to the Knicks if they sustain this level of success, or you think there's gonna is this gonna be? Let me just open this up. Would this be big enough for people to start to want to go to New York?
I think it's big enough for people to want to start going to New York. I don't know if Zion necessarily wants to be there. I think it just might be that, for basketball, it's like he said, I'm gonna paraphrase him, it's the mecca of basketball. So I think it was just like a lot of that sentiment. I don't know if it's necessarily he got to be wearing them colors. I think he just like the history of being in the Garden.
Okay. I think, I like how you rephrase the question. I think it's gonna make players want to go to New York. Zion, I mean, is this his second? It felt like he's been in a really long rookie season.
Second year. He was injured.
It's a really
He didn't get to play as much as we had liked his first season. That's why.
New Orleans has him for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it. You saw what happened with AD, so y'all just get that out your head right now.
Oh,
At least AD had like 2 years. It was like towards the tail end of his contract, man. Like Zion, man, the ink is still wet in yours, man.
Yeah.
Like,
he's on a 5-year.
I think the rookie deal is about
the rookie years, usually 4 years and a team option.
Yeah, okay. So it can end up being 5 if the team wants him, but more likely than not, they're gonna want him. So
yeah, and then
and it's rare to see somebody leave a team like at 5. Usually happens like at 6 to 8 years they'll leave a team.
It depends, because even then you're on a restricted contract. You're a restricted free agent, meaning if another team offers to pick you up, the team that you currently own, has a chance to match it.
Yeah,
and you know. It's interesting, man. So the first 8 years of your career, you don't really control where you go, for the most part. There's some exceptions, but yeah. Okay, Kev, you have anything on that?
No, I think he's good where he's at. I don't know. I haven't gotten any inkling from him that he want to make a move.
That's your guy, man. So you would know, man. You got the inside track. So.
Yeah, I'm just watching the talent, man. I'm watching
what was y'all
being entertained.
So, all right, man. Cool, man. Well, I'm happy that the Knicks are doing something. They're relevant again. We haven't talked about you guys, except for when Dolan is doing his nonsense. In Christ sometimes since Carmelo heydays with Amari and all those folks, Jason Kidd. So yeah, man. How
y'all feel about the matchups? Yeah, y'all feel they're gonna give anybody any problems up here in that?
Yeah.
We talked about them being close to 76ers, Nets, and Bucks, but they're gonna be in that bracket. So
well, if they stay where they are. If they stay where they are, like in 4th seed, you got home court advantage already. Right, so I think they're matched up. If everything starts today, they match up against the Hawks.
Man, they're gonna sweep the Hawks.
Kill the Hawks. Hawks is
and then
it's dead in the water.
Whoever wins 6 and 7.
And then after that, like maybe
you said sweep the Hawks.
I don't know, man.
It'd be
Trey will get you one.
Sweep.
Trey will get you
one.
Man.
Like
he get you one.
Trey's been I don't know about him super clutch, but I've seen some highlights of him closing out games. Just the highlights. So it's like it was highlights. It was meant to show his better.
Aren't the Hawks number 5?
They're number 5. They're right there. Yeah. They're good.
Oh, I mean,
they're solid.
And it's a weird season because Miami Heat, they made it to the finals last season, and the Celtics, we think they should be way higher than they are. So like even facing them in the first round, like I don't know, it's gonna be crazy.
It's a wild season.
I'm actually excited to see the East for a change. So without LeBron in it, which is even more.
There you go.
Interesting.
That's a good ad-lib.
Yeah.
So
right.
So yeah, man, we'll leave that there, man. Knicks, man, y'all just keep at it, man. Tom Thibodeau, real MVP, saving a whole franchise and city. Huh?
Coach of the year, Tom Thibodeau.
Ooh.
Who else would it be? Who else is in the running?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't do Steve Nash.
Can't do Steve Nash. Come on.
Oh, I got one. Money Williams.
Oh.
He on the Bucks?
No,
Phoenix.
That is a good one.
And he was there last year. That's an 8-0 team that y'all were talking about should have made to the playoffs because they went 8-0 in the bubble. Money Williams still.
Interesting.
But okay, here's my question, because it's gonna be off of expectation. Those are the two, right? Money and Tom. But I think people expected Phoenix to be in the playoffs. I don't think anybody expected the Knicks to be in the playoffs.
True.
Before the season.
That's true.
But what Money did with Phoenix is it's remarkable.
Yeah. The results are higher than especially in the West, which is a little bit more competitive. But
yeah.
So
that's a good question.
Okay, let's see how that plays out. I think he's up there for sure, though. He's in the running.
So
I think it's those two. I can't even think of a third. Doc.
I thought about Doc briefly, but
man, we talk about Doc so much though. Like I think he has to do something extraordinary to be considered coach of the year. And
I'll bet you on that.
He's holding par. So can't give it to him.
And he got an extraordinary amount of talent. I think it's a little bit harder.
That too. So Anything else before we close this
No,
book?
I was curious.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate
Next chapter.
That. All right, cool. All right, so on the other side of the coast, man, one team is ascending, another team is descending. The LA Lakers have been going from number 1, number 2 in the Western Conference all the way down to 6, mainly due to injuries. Anthony Davis out, LeBron James out, Schroeder out. Who else is out? Marc Gasol, DNP CDs.
For a moment.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mark had that big game.
Huh?
Yeah, he back.
They knocked the dust off of Mark. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but you know, they put him on a shelf for a while.
They did.
So, and right now they're sitting at 6th place. Right now they're tied with the Portland Trail Blazers, who are in the 7th spot, play in. Mm-hmm. And oh man,
they play each other tomorrow. So.
Yeah, exactly. I said it don't look too good, man. Whoever wins that battle with the Blazers, they'll get the tiebreaker. They also got to go against the Suns. Got to go against the Knicks. Got to go against, Houston's a day off probably. Unless John Wall just tortures them. Indiana, that's a possible win, also a possible loss. And then New Orleans to round out the rest of their season. They could easily fall into the play-in scenario. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think they'll be able to survive this last 5 games just to not play in the play-in? They're gonna make the playoffs for sure, but it depends on how they get there.
Survive as in not get to the play-in?
Do you think they'll be able to survive in the 6th spot or higher, or do you think they're gonna fall into that play-in spot and be what I predicted last week?
He said what he predicted. He has to throw that in there. I'm gonna give you kudos, man. I'll pat you on your back.
You're the only one, Kev. You're the only one.
That was a shot in the dark. You would have been dead wrong.
I mean, it was.
If it was like, LeBron got injured, Schroeder's out. There was a lot of extra stuff that happened. It was an avalanche effect. I think if it was just AD out, I don't think we'd be in this position. But that's how the cookie crumbles.
Thank you.
It is.
The results was the
You
results.
was right.
So,
you was wrong, but you was right.
Nah.
Yeah, thank you, Slide. Thank you. Put the context on it.
Hey man, can one of y'all go, Mr. Logic, because you out here bolstering and co-signing. So go ahead and.
What are we talking about?
Do you think that what's the over under? Are y'all buying or selling on the fact that they're gonna stay out of the play-in? You guys think they're gonna stay out of the play-in, or y'all think they're gonna fall into the play-in?
I can kick it off if you want to, because the way I'm looking at it is, I feel like if they wanted to, it's 6 games left, and I feel like if they wanted to put their best effort forward, they could maybe stay. At this point, I'm wondering if it's just let them guys rest and just have your mindset that you're doing the play-in, because I think it's highly unlikely that they're gonna fall to the 9th or 10th seed. They would have to lose all their games, and some of these other teams that are behind would have to win a lot, at least half of the games or more to get that spot. So I think they might just let your star players relax, see if your squad can get you a couple wins, and just prepare for that play-in tournament.
It's probably the best advice for them, man, because they're getting in that play-in. As far as how they've been playing, what they've been putting out there and the teams they got coming up, that Portland matchup, I'm expecting Portland to take that one. I'm expecting Phoenix to take that one. The Knicks.
Tough schedule.
It's a tough schedule. Rockets and Indiana is the only ones you can, and even then, so Indiana you can't throw them aside. Rockets, I still wouldn't put them aside because they have nothing to lose right now. So they're just out there balling, playing for fun. They can have a good game, be hot, and it's like, look at you. And you want nothing with that boy Zion. We already know. So
Pacers just beat Atlanta tonight, actually, too. So
yeah. They're getting in those. They're not gonna survive. I don't see how they're gonna survive. They haven't shown me any inkling of survival mode right now. So it's like Lakers. It's been torture watching them. Chris, you said you taking the time off while LeBron not even playing. You're not even watching the Lakers. It's like LeBronless Lakers is torture for me right now, man. It's been hard.
Do you think they should continue to put AD in and LeBron, if he's healthy, for limited minutes just to get them basketball ready?
Nope.
Or just completely rest them?
I think what you said makes sense. If the confidence in there on the inside of the locker room, there's been some mention of them talking about they're not gelling, like come from the team itself, saying that they got to work out some gelling stuff. That's a concern. You might want to get some play time to address that. But if they feel psychologically ready and it's like, man, I prefer to physically rest, I think that may just work for them, because there's a good chance you're going to be in the plane anyway. It's not going to super hurt you, because with a healthy LeBron, healthy AD, you guys got a good chance of doing whatever you want to do. You just got to put your mind to it and execute. So it's like, yeah, might as well rest if you can.
So is this like a reverse situation? So now the Lakers are not gelling and the Clippers is clicking.
Oh yeah, Clippers are all
and the
clicking.
New Yorks are nicking. Bro.
Twilight Zone. Oh man, it had to happen. It had to happen. It can't be too easy for us to predict. Otherwise, it won't be. It won't be what it is right now.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody on here had Lakers as a favorite to take this whole thing. So it just shows. I said it a lot with the Warriors. You can have a lot of talent, bro. It's the championship. Y'all talked about, is the championship overrated or not? It takes a lot to get these back-to-backs, these three-peats, the dynasties, even if it's not consecutive, to get, with your franchise to get a couple of championships in a span. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of focus.
I agree.
I agree.
Same thought I had. I was like, man, I thought about you, exactly what you said. I was like, man, same thing Resby saying, look at this back-to-back. It's looking like a struggle, looking like a real far-reaching.
It's a real struggle, man. I think, man, they're gonna go into play-in, man. I'm looking at they have the rest of their schedule, man. Like what Chris said,
It might be the toughest schedule.
Yeah, compared to what Portland has to do, it's not bad. Golden State, like, they can win 3 of the next 7 games. So LA's is, I don't know. I think they might fall to 8th, maybe. I think I do disagree with sliding though, man. People need to be healthy, no doubt. But to play with LeBron is a special way. No LeBron team gels quickly, not like they did with the Nets, right? The Nets, those 3 came together, and their games are just fluid, right? LeBron he's a system on his own, right? So being without LeBron for a while, I think that goes to what I think, Kev, like you said it, Lakers saying we're cool off the court, but we need to gel on the court, right? And all the other players have to get back used to playing with LeBron, not AD, but with LeBron. So I think he needs those games, and it's always key, because when it comes to playoff time, he used to turn off his social media. He's dialed in because he needs that. So I think it's more important for them to get LeBron back playing these last couple of games than it is for AD. I think AD get to slip in. So I think that's because LeBron is the Lakers system.
I don't know. We saw AD slip in on limited minutes, and it was not
atrocious.
It was bad too, yeah. It's gonna be tough. Because if you do it your way, Reg, that's assuming that they can just flip that switch, man. And I don't think this Laker team can do that.
I don't think they can.
I agree with you too, but I feel like at this point that will give them their best shot.
That's the thing. These two are the best of evils, two evils right now. It's like I agree with what you said too, Mr. Logic, because I think they need time. I don't think the switch is gonna be flipping.
Yeah, you're right. They need time, but they gotta heal. Hey, you know what would be an interesting scenario? I know we were talking about before the pod started. Slide, I know you was looking at the stats, the games. We said they could slip to what? 8? Did we say 8?
8, 9 worst case, and lose all the games or something.
I said with only 6 games, like they would have to lose a majority of their games, which they might, and the other teams would have to just go positive. Yeah, so they could end up in the 9th or 10th spot. It's possible.
Imagine this scenario, man. Remember All-Star game? They were picking up players live. What did LeBron say about the 2 Jazz players?
I don't
remember. You got to educate us on that one.
Because they asked him why did Donovan Mitchell and Rudy get picked last. LeBron was like, even on NBA Jam, nobody played with the Utah Jazz.
Ooh.
And I'm looking at the schedule. If it holds,
oh man,
Jazz is number 1. And if things play out, the Lakers could be the 8th seed. That would be an interesting first round matchup. That'll be interesting because that's gonna be in Rudy's head and Donovan's head. What LeBron said, man.
Is D Mitch gonna even be there though?
I don't think he's gonna be playing.
Is Donovan even gonna be?
I think he might be coming back.
I know he had the ankle, so I don't know.
Yeah.
People's ankles are like tricky. Some people be out for a whole year. Some folks be out for 30 seconds of TV timeout, come back in with new shoes on. So
this is the Twilight Zone. Not everybody's ankle is messed up. Curry's glass ankles is golden now.
Hey, Curry got
NBA just came full circle.
D Rose playing.
I know D Rose playing, no injuries. Everybody else injured.
So yeah, man.
Everybody got the time to shine, man.
Yep. So
how y'all feel about LeBron making that comment that I'll never be back to
100%?
100%?
Hey, caught me off guard. Yeah, I think we talked about this in our planning session, and y'all gave me a different kind of context and perspective, and it made me feel better because the way he was talking, and he was in a somber mood, and he was kind of down and on himself. I thought this man's career was over. I thought it was the last season with the Lakers. It was no more. But y'all was like, y'all spun it a different way, and it's like in context, it was just kind of like, hey man, I'm a basketball player. I'm always playing through something. I can never expect to have 100% of myself on the court. I just need to play with 100% of what I got.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And that and they gave that perspective, and I was like, oh okay. But when I heard it, when I saw that headline, I was like, what did they do to the ankle? Like, is this a new kind of ankle injury? Did they have to put a plate in his leg? I was like, what is this injury? Are you talking about he'll never be 100% again?
That thing was totally off guard. And it was scary to hear him say that because I didn't know it was something that's new. Like you said, what happened? Like something new? Like evolved? I didn't take it the second way. The only reason I took it the first way you said it is because of all that other context you mentioned. It was very somber, the interview. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do right now? You're trying to set us up to like when you say I'm done, or trying to set us up when you're not playing as well. I don't know what he was doing. I was just all confused. I was like, please don't tell me that. Like, that's not what we're here to see. We want to see a healthy LeBron James. Like, even a 90% is okay, but you don't got to tell me you're at 90%.
For real.
Just tell me.
Even if it was true, lie to us.
Yeah, like,
and then my ankle's
I'll be
okay,
good. I'll be all right.
You know how they always say they like to see the NFL player when he's off on the stretcher that at least give the thumbs up.
Give the thumbs up. keep my hopes. Keep me up here, man. He just put me down a little bit out of nowhere. Like, I didn't expect a phrase like never.
Yeah.
Never be back. Like, oof. Okay. Whatever.
It's not even in the off season. That's what threw me off. I'm like, the season about done. Even if you think you're gonna get bossed out, like you're not even thinking about I'll be back next season. This man's just like, nah, it's over. It's a wrap. Look at my age.
It was an age thing.
I can never make it.
Age thing.
Yeah.
But
still, even with the age thing, this is not an Achilles. This is not an ACL. It's a sprained ankle.
It's a high ankle sprain.
It's a high ankle sprain, but it's still a sprain. It's not a tear. It's not.
Maybe it's bothering him, and he could feel. He know his body. This dude, is very in tune with his body. So he might be like, the way I'm feeling this right now, I don't think it's gonna fully heal. It's gonna always be a little naggish, or maybe cause me. Maybe the way he's feeling right now, he doesn't feel like it'll fully heal on him. Maybe. But
and maybe just everything going on in the world right now, he's just not in it. PG with it. He's just not in a good place. So that's how he feels right now. But we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, he come on the court. He'll do what he got to do. He'll do what he has to do.
Because I ain't worried about that phrase. I seen the man tweak his ankle, lace up the shoe, and drop another 20-30 points in a game. So it's just to hear him say that, I'm like, nah, I don't believe it.
Off guard. Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe him.
It's the rope-a-dope. He just letting he's trying to trick y'all. That's what it is.
Maybe he was, how he like to troll the media sometimes. LeBron be a little moody. He asks the wrong question. He asks the wrong question multiple times. He go.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Hey, how about try fitting in instead of fitting out?
Yeah, like, that's LeBron. So
he came up with a T-shirt with that. That was low. that was so petty.
So someone probably asked. I don't know who asked what question and what it was. The transcript verbatim, but I imagine what it was oh, how you feeling? Like, are you going to be 100%? He's like, bro, like, ain't no player is 100% by the time you make it to the playoffs. Everybody's
banged up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop asking these questions that we know. You know the answer. It's rhetorical. You know the answer. I just feel like that's the LeBron energy I would get from him. But the dude got assaulted by a video camera. He got the AC cut off on him. He had multiple ankle sprains. He then got hit in the face multiple times. Dude probably had someone jump on his back. He almost got groin kicked by Draymond Green. Like, the dude has been hit by so many things that could have took him out. Like,
he had that what was that, silver and black brick wall, his first finals, man.
Yeah, I mean that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they were doing the LeBron rules, like the Jordan rules, against. They probably didn't have to, because they were just better.
They just gonna make you shoot, bro.
They were just making him shoot, yeah. So, and double team him and let like Eric Snow or whoever was on that team, Delonte West shoot.
Booby. Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Booby somebody. I forgot. Daniel Gibson.
Barajal.
Yeah, Booby Gibson, man. Like,
Booby Gibson out there.
Like, bro, worst finals team in history. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm glad that y'all agree with me finally, man. It took y'all a while. Y'all a little late, but I'm glad y'all made it to the party that they may make it to the play-in.
I give it to him. I know he want to try to take more.
Yeah.
All right.
This, but I will say, I will admit this though. I will admit this. I did not expect them to get blown out by the Wizards and the Sac Kings. Like, they didn't get blown out by the Sac Kings. They lost to the Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento was shocking.
So,
but you could not have foreseen a LeBron injury though. Come on, stop it.
No. It wasn't that. Well, he wasn't playing well when he came back, and I thought the way that it sounded like they were bringing back AD and LeBron when to try to curb their losing streak or their losing pattern. Yeah. And I kind of felt like you don't bring a person back because.
Is that true though? Because AD was out for like a month or two. I think it was time for the man to come back.
I don't think he's.
It's an Achilles.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, it's an Achilles.
You gotta be, and he's a big dude too, man. Like, you gotta be.
Yeah, and he's been having. He's had leg injuries in New Orleans as well. Like, he's
fragile.
Prone. Yeah.
Back spasms. Yeah,
I'm gonna agree with y'all because now I'm where y'all was at. Mm-hmm. Y'all the ice pack down here, and y'all saying he holding his ankle, and y'all talking about back spasms. I see what y'all saw now. Like, I get it now.
That remind me of that KD injury, man. No, it's just his calf, and the doctors say he could play because the calf won't affect his Achilles. I'm looking at my leg like, he must have a different anatomy because my calf is his anatomy must be different. I don't know.
Gotta be.
Maybe his calf was on his shin.
He got a long leg though.
You do that long leg.
That's what it is.
And he got a long Achilles too, man. It's right there.
So yeah, man. So I don't know. I think that they just you don't need them. You gotta make the playoffs. Just get them ready for the playoffs. If you got to go up against the number 1 and number 2 seed just to make it out, then do what you gotta do. Go ahead, knock them out first. You can, it'll be downward hill until the finals. I don't know. It's my guess. But
are you nervous though? Are you nervous about the number 1, number 2 seed, Suns or Jazz? Is that scaring you in any way as a Laker?
As a Laker fan? I mean, as a
Laker.
I would say if I was a Laker fan, I'd be more nervous about the Jazz.
Same. I think the Suns are more nervous about the Lakers.
Yeah, I'd be more nervous about the Suns, but that's just
me too.
That's just
really?
me.
Yeah, I'm with Chris Ibaka on this one. I don't know why, but I'm a little bit more worried about the Suns. I feel
you got the scoring, you got the defensive player.
You got reasons.
Over and over again, the shot blocking, the rim protection is gonna be
Listen, the Utah has 2 cats that are in the running for sixth player. What's it? 6 man? 6 man of the year.
Yeah.
You got Jordan Clarkson, man, and correct. You got Joe Ingles. who's shooting the lights out again, man. He's been out for a minute, man. You know, once you get old, man, it take a minute to warm up. You know, it took Joe a season or two. I miss Joe Ingles, man.
Me too.
Utah's bench is dope, and LA's bench, Kyle Kuzma's playing good. I know I made a joke about him earlier, but he's playing good, you know. But he doesn't play that way with LeBron. Their styles just, it doesn't bring the best out of Kyle. So who else is on the bench?
I wonder about the Schroeder thing, because Schroeder's been playing phenomenal. When he comes back and it's the whole LeBron show again, what are we gonna see?
I think
he'd be all right though.
I think their play styles are complementary, but I can imagine him being maybe less aggressive and more passive. I don't know.
Schroeder?
I can see that being possible. I feel that's the LeBron effect sometimes, which annoys me.
Yeah.
People get it a little bit more just, I don't know. Like even Wesley Matthews, he's a spot-up shooter kind of, but it's like he's like strictly spotting up now. Just like wait for the ball. Thank you. All right, shoot. But these guys used to move more on other teams, and I feel like sometimes the people that get stagnant when they play with LeBron and just wait for the shot.
Well, he says that's what he wants. You know, like he wants spot-up shooters everywhere he goes. Give me a Kyle Kovers. Give me your Ray Allens.
But Kyle Korver and like Curry and all these other guys, they still moving a lot
off ball,
causing a lot of different things to happen. Especially like Kyle Korver, like those guys don't stay still and they're ready to come off a screen and just catch that and shoot. But a lot of the man them with LeBron seem to be like, I'm gonna run to my spot.
Yeah.
Let me put that tent up there. Let me just take a cup of coffee.
You want a spot up shooter, but you don't want a shooter that stay in one spot.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
Put on a shirt.
There you go. So.
Chris, we selling merchandise yet? We got any grand?
No, man. It's in the works, man. It's in the works. I was waiting for Reggie to come through with some hot gems. He finally put one out there, so I may start working on it.
Let's do it.
He kick it off now. Inspiration day.
Y'all look out for this logo coming soon for our audio version. It's fire as flames.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, it's dope, man. I like the inspiration behind it too, because we play hard, work hard, play hard.
100%, give 100%. Sure. That's the vision right there. So grind it out, man. Grindhouse. Anything else y'all want to say on this Lakers thing? This LeBron journey, 2021 season?
Like we set it up, we just gotta wait and see now.
Wait and see.
I think just like the Lakers seasons, man, it's almost bedtime here too. You see how I did that? You see how I transitioned on that? What's the code word?
He got you. That was smooth. I ain't gonna lie, that was smooth. Chris, you had to pick that up. That was an alley hoop right there. I don't know what you're doing.
No, man. You know why? Because I feel like he had it in his back pocket all night. He was just waiting to say it.
I just thought about that. Like, it's not like how you backed into being right by saying, "Oh, the Lakers are gonna go into the play-in." You ain't know that LeBron's. You backed into a right answer.
Man, that wasn't even the topic of conversation. We was talking about. We're talking about play-ins, and Chris are going all the way up to the 5th seed and talking about speculations about who is going to be in the play. I'm just saying, we have to hold you in check. We can't let you go up to the 5th seed when we're talking about the play-ins, especially when on the East, we had a similar situation, and you made no mention of
you know why?
Of any of those cats.
You know why? Because I saw the schedule, and I was like, this ain't looking good for the Lakers. That's all. Look, maybe.
Nah. He had his data, is what the man said. He had his data. He did his homework. He was ready.
He ran it through the AI. he did that machine learning.
I asked Watson what it was. IBM Watson. So yeah, man, it's okay though. Like I'm glad that y'all give me the credit when credit's due, man. So I was just leave it at that.
You took the credit, Chris.
No, y'all gave me the credit. You gave me credit.
I
just bolstered it. I just amplified it a little bit more.
Hey, you was right. You was wrong on how you got there, but you was right.
See, look, I don't need to hear all. See, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a backhanded compliment. Like, you right, but you wrong though. Like, can I just?
It is what it is. Not
backhanded. He just call it what it is. You got there wrong, but you ended up in the destination.
Yeah. Hey man, it don't matter how you get there sometimes, as long as you get there. With that, we gonna start the sign off because I know y'all gotta get to bed. This dude said he got to go to bed or whatever. Wake up 4:00 in the morning, eat his Wheaties, go into the building, do his 200 push-ups, whatever y'all do.
Yo, you don't got the sponsorship deal yet. Don't be giving shout out to me.
So hey, I didn't say a particular industry.
I said if you got a black-owned cereal brand out there, just let us know. We'll give that a shout out.
There you go.
For sure.
There you go. All right, then. Well, let's go ahead and head into the sign-offs. Then, Mr. Laja, let you go first. Go ahead, get you out of here, bro. 30 seconds.
Man. Hey, Chris, we're putting you a timeout, man. For real. Hey, not only do we need like a black-owned cereal brand, man, Leo, just get a new host, man. We got somebody to replace Chris, man. Put him. I got him on the trading block. I'm gonna put Chris on what's those apps? Offer Up, Craigslist. What else we got out there?
Let it go.
Facebook Marketplace. Hey, nah, man, Chris, love you, man. Love what you done with the show, man. Fans, we love you. Keep coming back. And yeah, anybody out there, hey, we're hungry. Got a product you want to sponsor, especially if it's black, man, holla at us. Got you.
Cool, man. That's cool, man. I like half what you said. The other half was suspect, but I appreciate your efforts anyways, man. Kev RL, go ahead. You got this.
Oh, man. I want to see a 200% LeBron. I just cut that whole talk about not being up for it. I'm ready, man. Let's let the playoffs start. Let the playing start. Let's just see what happens. Keep your eyes out. Let us know what you think about the Lakers. They're really going to be. Yeah. That's where we at.
Wouldn't that be a storyline to see LeBron climb out from the play-ins to become a championship?
Why does it sound like a Marvel movie?
It would be like a Marvel movie. So,
is that the beginning of Space Jam too?
This might be the setup for Space Jam.
I was gonna say you gotta set it up to make the big comebacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just want to also say thanks for rocking with us. You know, if I had to have a team of 4 forwards, I'm glad it's y'all 3 with me. You know, so
appreciate that, man.
I'm a big
like, subscribe, huh?
Nothing. Go ahead, man.
You don't want to get traded.
He can't help it, man. He can't help it.
You don't want to get traded. That's the problem.
He has a disorder. Okay.
Oh man, you just got diagnosed.
There you go.
Anyways, thanks for rocking with us. You know, like, subscribe. Look out for that audio podcast coming soon. If you got some ideas for merch, let us know. That's it, man.
Cool. And this is your boy, New York Chris Ibaka. We in here, New York Knicks fans. Glad to see you guys doing it big. Lakers, hey, this is the drought y'all in. Make a good story out of it. Comeback kid. You know, LeBron come out 200%. I mean, unfortunately, you be in the play-in, so you know, maybe my Grizzlies won't make it, in which I did say last week. But you know, I really see that, man. Keep that LeBron legacy, you know, going, and keep that ship full speed ahead for all the LeBron haters, because we got plenty of them out there. And I appreciate the sentiments from all you guys. Again, it's always fun. I would not want to be doing this with anyone else. You know what I'm saying? You guys are my all-stars. So with that said, if you like what you see, hear, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Again, we're just trying to do some things, so be on the lookout for any new announcements, or hopefully they have something in the works to get off the ground by next time we record, so then you know where to go. Yeah, man, with that, man, I'll leave it there. I'll let everyone go, man. Y'all take care, bro. Peace.
Hey, you think